What's up guys, FutureGameDev here, and many of you remember around September of 2014 when I unboxed the computer that I'm still using to this day, the iBuyPower i5 Pirate Day Special. It was International Talk Like a Pirate Day, and they had a really good deal, so I went and splurged on a computer to be able to run video games very well and to be able to edit video at the same time. Well, many of you have been asking, how is it holding up? And I figured it was finally time to tell you guys how it's been and what system I would recommend now. So stay tuned at the end of the video because I'm going to point you to a new rig on iBuyPower that I think you should take a look at. Let's get started. So to start off, let's refresh our memory on what my computer was actually spec'd with. We've got a Raidmax Horus gaming case on the outside, which looks pretty beast on my desk. The only thing I wish it was different was that the window was on the right side so I could actually see inside the window. It's sadly against the wall. Its processor is an Intel Core i5 4690K that's been overclocked to 4.3 GHz, which hasn't had a problem at all thanks to the liquid cooling that's in the system. For memory, we've got 2 sticks of 4 GB DDR3 memory from Corsair. We've got a GTX 750 Ti 2 GB EVGA Superclocked video card, which has been holding up really well over the past few years. All of that is sitting on an ASRock Z97 Extreme 3 motherboard, and we've got a 500 watt power supply and a 1 TB hard drive in there. And it came with a standard gaming keyboard and mouse. So how's it been holding up? Overall, the computer has been fantastic. It's taken the upgrade to Windows 10 well. The CPU with its overclock has been able to keep up with just about anything I can throw at it, and the video card has been aging well. But that is where the story gets interesting. The 750 Ti middle-high range when I got it, and I knew that eventually that was going to need to be upgraded. Checking in with GameDebate.com, my setup should be able to run Fallout 4 at 1080p at about 38 frames per second with everything on Ultra. I suspect that Battlefront would run just fine. That game is absolutely gorgeous. And games like Dirt 3, Portal 2, and Cities Skylines have been running absolutely fine on this rig, so I'm not too worried about those, but what I'm worried about is its performance in the future. The video card on this computer is getting to the end of its lifespan to be able to run everything at Ultra, and that is something that a lot of PC gamers put in a little extra money for to be able to get the best out of their machines. So overall, this computer has served me well, and the nice thing about it is it's modular, so you can upgrade the parts that you want. But a lot of people that watched my unboxing hadn't had a computer yet, so they wanted to know how were the specs, how has it aged over time, and should they buy it. I definitely recommend you should pick up an iBuyPower. You can configure it yourself, and the reason for this video is I got an email from iBuyPower about a new rig that came in just $50 under my previous rig that I think you should definitely take a look at. So for a refresher, all of the specs that I listed for my computer, I ended up paying about $900 for. I was aiming for mid to high range, but I didn't want to go crazy because I didn't have the highest of budgets. This computer, which iBuyPower has put together for a Martin Luther King Day special, comes in at just $850. Now, I want you to remember that a lot of these things are customizable like the case, so if you don't like the one that they're putting with the picture, you can always change that. But let's get into some specs on this. So before you do any customizations on this rig at all, we've got a Core i5 6400 processor, which is 2 generations newer than the processor I've got at 2.7 GHz. It also comes with a liquid cooling system, 8 gigs of RAM from Corsair or your brand of choice. And for graphics cards, you're looking at a free upgrade to a GTX 950 2 GB edition, which is a lot more powerful than the 750 Ti that I had when I originally bought the rig. You're also looking at a 600 watt power supply, so power should not be a problem for you at all. And here's the interesting part. My computer had a 1 TB hard drive that came along with it that I actually changed from a 500 GB hard drive and an SSD. This computer comes with not only a 1 TB hard drive, but it also comes with a 128 gig SSD for your boot drive, so your boot time is going to be a lot faster than what I have. It also comes with the dual layer DVD drive in case you ever need to play discs, and other than that it's about the same, but all of that comes in a package of just $850, which is $50 less than what I paid originally. So if this interests you at all, head over to iBuyPower.com. I'll have a link in the description. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, please throw a like on it, especially if you want to see how I upgraded the standard peripherals that came with my iBuyPower computer. If you guys enjoyed, please share it with your friends, and until next time, unless the internet explodes, I'm the Future Game Dev. You guys take care.